Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today we are going to be talking and reading about some MLM horror stories. I do want to mention this week I did make a huge announcement on Wednesday's vlog and in the community tab. I've officially started a full-on vlog channel. As you guys know, Monday and Fridays I talk about multi-level marketing scams. I talk about scams in general, and you know, that's what I love to talk about on Mondays and Fridays. And I've been doing vlogs on Wednesdays for a very long time, but I officially decided, which I was so nervous to do, but like so excited at the same time, I finally decided to just not do Wednesday videos here, but instead to do vlogs over on the vlog channel. So I will leave that channel link down below if you want to go subscribe and support me over there. If you do, I really do appreciate it. I'm very excited, but with that being said, that means I will only be uploading videos on this channel Mondays and Fridays, so you'll be able to start the week with me and end the week with me over here. So yeah, let's get right into it. So we have a couple stories to read today. Also remember, if you do have an MLM horror story that you want to send me, definitely make sure to send it on over. I believe I have about 15 stories left to read. Normally I haven't caught up this quickly to the stories, so have about 15 left, so there may be a day where we actually get through every single person's story, which will be totally insane. So this first one says, horrible recruitment story. Hey Deanna, please keep me anonymous, but I have a crazy MLM horror story to share. This isn't about me, but an old classmate of mine who is super deep into Monat. Her upline posted on Facebook and shared her own recruitment story, and I couldn't believe what I read. I tried so hard to find the post just now to send it to you, but I can't find it, so I think it was deleted. Don't worry, I remember it and sadly cannot forget it. She wrote a post all about how in high school she met her sweetheart, the guy she thought would be the love of her life. They dated for years throughout high school, but he was tragically, killed during their senior year. It was at the time that she was in a super dark place, dropping a lot of activities and even skipped her classes just to hang out in the art room at school. She spent hours every day with her art teacher who really kept her going through this time. Guess what? After she graduated, the art teacher recruited her into Monat. She considers it the most beautiful thing to come out of the horrible tragedy of losing her boyfriend. But hello? Am I the only one who sees the awful grooming and preying that went on here? Maybe I'm not the only one, and maybe that's why the original post was deleted. Anyways, thought this was a crazy story and real life example of a regular place like my hometown where something so awful like this could happen. Feel free to use this story if you'd like. Love your videos and keep doing what you're doing. So I actually like that she brought up grooming because that's been like a really important topic, I would say, especially in the past couple years. Maybe because I'm just getting older, like I'm in my 20s, that I'm now really learning so much more about what that entails. And it is sad that, you know, in high school, this person's boyfriend would pass away and then her freaking high school teacher would like bond with her, and then when she graduated, sign her up. That's just a very like icky thing for me to hear. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. I'd love to hear. So let's move on to the next one. This one is a Vemma horror story. It says, I don't mind if you say my name. Hope you are doing well and thriving, you beautiful bad bitch. This one is a long one, so prepare yourself. LOL. This story is about an old MLM that is now shut down. I say shut down because they're still allowed to sell regular retail since the FTC shut the multi-level marketing operations in September 2015. Just FYI, my friend's pronouns are they/them. So when you see it, I'm not talking about a group, I'm talking about my friend. Love that. Well, around 2012, 2014, don't quite remember since it's been so long, I was stationed on Pendleton and had a pretty solid group of friends. I was so happy to have this group since I had gotten out of an extremely toxic and abusive relationship. These people were my support system since all my family was in Texas and I was alone. Anyways, one evening I got a text from one of the friends. Let's just call them Alex. They sent me this super vague message saying they joined this amazing opportunity with amazing products, along with a picture of them and some guy, now I know it was her upline, holding up one of the signature drinks, Verve, and a link to some videos, which I didn't watch because I instantly knew it was a scam. I didn't reply because it was late and I was going to bed. Well, anyways, one of my girlfriends, we'll call her Sam, that I met in boot camp and was driving in with her mom from Arizona to spend the weekend with me since I was going through that breakup. Well, Alex sent the friend group text text a message telling us to come over to their place later, which was a normal thing for us on a weekend to just have some drinks and dance some. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say this wrong. My family is going to slap me when they see me because they dance this. So it's dance some bachata. Let me just let Google say it, what it says.
Bachata.
Bachata. That don't sound right. My family says it differently. Anyways, that's what they're dancing. It says, we're all passionate about dancing. I asked Sam to come with me while her mom rests from the drive, so we go. Well, we got there and it's a bunch of people I don't know, along with Alex and the 4 girls from our group. Okay, cool. I'm always down to meet new people, but then they start asking what I do. Do I have plans for after when I get out of the service? My untrusting alarm starts going off and I'm getting suspicious. One of the girls in the group has a baby about a month old, or a couple months old. Well, she was in the other room sleeping, so Sam immediately says, I can watch the baby while y'all hang out, and dips out to the other room, which is bravo. She dodged the whole presentation. Oh, I forgot. They're all drinking the same energy drink substitute from the MLM line. They hand me one and I try it, but keep it in my hand just to be polite. Well, they start this presentation. They do the whole spiel of your job is a pyramid scheme. The military is 1-2. Look at the rank structure. The car pitch, the promise of getting rich, blah, blah, blah. I declined and very few people had any interest. So the rest of the night we danced, chilled, and I went home feeling extremely icky and embarrassed since I brought my friend Sam. Alex kept working on getting our friends to sign up. Eventually they did, and the distance between us grew. I ended up deploying while one of them got out of the MLM and moved back to Texas. Alex and another one got out of active duty, went reserve, moved to DC, and made Vemma a full-time gig. Another one kept trying to hustle and even got my now husband roped in for a month, then he canceled. I ended up meeting my husband because of this group of friends, lol. Well, anyways, Alex kept at it, even went to the Vegas trip and all. They and I didn't really talk, which was so sad to me because I legit considered them one of my closest friends. The more their life revolved around Vemma, the less they cared for people who weren't in their circle or prospects. Honestly, I was deeply hurt. I felt like this MLM ripped my stability away from me. My family away from family was being torn apart. Once the FTC shut them down for being a pyramid scheme, which I need to look into, Alex kind of disappeared off social media. They reappeared not too long after and we reconnected. They're doing amazing things. Things are still a little weird and we're no longer as close as we used to be, but we still randomly message each other to check in and show some love. I ended up moving to Texas after my husband and I got out of the Marines. We have a daughter now. The friend that moved out here with the daughter and I still meet up and our daughters love each other. It's so cute. We hang out and randomly laugh about the whole Vemma thing. Oh, and my husband hardly talks about the whole getting roped in. I think he's embarrassed. The one time he did mention something, he said he signed up to help that other friend rank up. I honestly am still super hurt that I lost the quality relationship with Alex because of Vemma, but I'm super happy that they got out and is now doing great. Thank you for reading these horror stories. Sucks to know that I'm not the only one who has gone through this, but I find comfort in knowing that people make it out of it. Wow, this was like jam-packed. So number one, it does really suck where she said at the end that like her family away from family was kind of like ripped apart, because when you get in these MLMs, it is true. A lot of the times you can be so consumed with it, and by being consumed by the MLM, you end up, not talking to friends or family or people around you because you're so consumed with the MLM and with recruiting and all those pockets of time that they tell you can work in. Instead of, sending a text back to your friend or giving your mom a call back, you end up trying to talk to prospects and signing people up and only responding to texts and stuff that relate to your MLM because you're trying to sign up and you don't want to let your upline down and all of that stuff. And it does end up being a really sad situation, but it kind of makes sense because this person saying that they were in the Marines, the husband was in the Marines, and then the friends, like the friend group, that's what I got out of everything. So Alex, because Alex was the one who ended up signing this person up, right? Yes. So Alex was the one who signed the person up that sent me this horror story, or tried to sign them up, and then the husband got signed up and stuff. But it makes a lot of sense if that friend group was one that was really related with military, because again, this individual who sent me this horror story was talking about the fact that they're away from family, that, they are in the middle of kind of nowhere. When you're in the military, sometimes you get stationed in the middle of nowhere, but you're kind of in a place where you're not familiar with and you're not with your family. And when you start meeting people at your duty station or wherever you're stationed, it is really awesome to be able to find those friends. So to see that kind of like ripped apart is a really sad situation. But again, it makes sense. Like everything she's saying makes so much sense with the MLM, with the fact that a lot of them were military and everything like that. Have you guys heard of people relating MLMs to the military, like saying the military is a pyramid scheme? I just don't get it. You guys know I don't even get when they say that your job is a pyramid scheme. It's not. In a pyramid scheme, guess what happens? There can be product in a pyramid scheme, right? We all know this. We talk about it all the time here on my channel. There can be product in a pyramid scheme. But at the base of things, people make most of their money from recruiting, right? Recruiting based on your downline sales, based on what they do, based on products they buy. That's where the bulk of your money comes from. In a pyramid scheme, you are not guaranteed an income. You're not guaranteed anything, nothing. In a pyramid scheme, you sign up and you're most likely going to lose money. 99.9% sure you're probably going to lose money. When you join a job and you sign on the dotted line and you know you have an hourly wage and all that stuff, you're getting paid. You're getting paid. Even in the military, you're getting paid. You have your benefits. You have everything that comes with your job. It's not even close to a damn pyramid scheme. And because of that, this makes me want to look into Vemma and the exact reasons why the MLM structure was broken down. I feel, or not broken down, but shut down by the FTC. I've been thinking for a while, sorry I'm talking too much, but I've been thinking for a while to do a series of like MLM news. So like recently other MLMs have been shut down. I feel like it would be cool to have a video like say weekly or monthly where we just give the news of everything that's happened, you know, new things with the FTC, new regulations, new, you know, MLMs being shut down, new products coming out that are scams and MLMs, like just a bunch of things that we could talk about like in one video. I don't know, I thought about that. Let me know if you guys want that, but I feel like I should do like a series about all of the MLMs that have been shut down for pyramid schemes and relate them to the MLM that are out right now that people think won't get shut down. And that again goes to show that people are not like business owners and all of the stuff that they think they are, because their pyramid scheme, their MLM can be shut down at any moment. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I feel like I said everything from that one. Okay, this one is a Beachbody one. Why I left Beachbody, my horror story. It says, hey Deanna, first I want to say I love your videos and thank you. I started watching them a few months ago and they helped give me the final push I needed to leave Beachbody and to start speaking out and sharing my story. I wanted to share with you the reasons I left Beachbody and my horror stories. I've been wanting to share for months, but was always too chicken to write. Oh, don't ever feel like you can't write me, okay? You can always be anonymous, don't be scared, but do it in your own time. I know it can be hard to send stories sometimes. It says, I joined Beachbody in spring 2018 and made it to the Emerald level when I left in December 2020. So it took her 2 years to get to Emerald. And you guys remember from a recent video that I believe only 19.1, I'm remembering these numbers now by heart, that's crazy. 19.1% of people even make it to that rank, and it's the second rank in Beachbody. Like you come in as a coach, then the second rank is Emerald. So you have to have 2 people under you or recruited to get to that rank. She said, I wasted my money at the summits, shakes, and countless early VIP subscriptions to programs. When I joined under one of my best friends who was also new to Beachbody. We promised each other that we would never be salesy and never cold message anyone. I never felt comfortable being as open as my upline wanted. According to my upline, that's where I failed. For 2 years, my upline, aka my coach's coach, we'll just call her Queen Bee, tried to convince me to post about my infertility journey so I could hit a new target market. My infertility struggles are the first reason why I left. Turns out the container system diet and all the refreshes and resets my team did every few months unknowingly worsened my problems and increased my struggles. I found out I was depriving my body from what it needed to do with its basic function. While on the outside my health looked great, but on the inside my gut and hormone health was a shit show. Once I left, I found out I had no idea how to eat and I had horrible anxiety over food and portions. I have since been working hard to heal damages done both physically, mentally, and emotionally. The other main reason I left was the Queen Bee herself. In fall 2020, I started noticing a pattern with her posts and hashtags she was using. Every couple months, she would change up her posting content and revamp her frequently used hashtags. She was changing her target audience. Once people in the one audience got sick of her posts and her likes and her comments started to decrease, she would change her story, change her why, and change what was going on in her life. During the winter, she tends to run outside in the cold and snow and also decides to sober up and give up alcohol. But in the summer months, she doesn't run at all about poolside cocktails. I'm pretty sure she even faked a separation with her husband in order to post about divorce, counseling, and saving her marriage. I was never a fan of her, but what totally turned me off was one day in our team group chat, a coach asked what nutrition program should be recommended for her newly signed challenger or client who recently had gastric bypass surgery. No way. Seeing this, I responded with, hey, I have 2 family members who had this surgery as well as a challenger who has had one. I am no expert, but they really needed to consult their doctor before starting one of the diets because both could be horrible for their health as a gastric bypass patient. Next thing I know, Queen Bee responded and was telling the coach to convince her challenger to sign up for both and try both because even if she didn't like them, the coach would still make money and commissions from the sale, and that both nutrition programs are safe for everyone to use. I am kicking myself because I didn't grab screenshots. But I was so mad at that point, I left the coach group chat and coaching group and canceled my coaching account. I still follow some of the coaches from my former team on social media. Based on their post, Queen Bee has decided to become an author of all MLM's favorite book genre, self-help. Queen Bee has even gone as far as to make it a monthly self-help book club book for July. She requires her downline to read the book club book. They are then required to share about the books in posts and on their pages. In addition to each team call, they have a discussion about parts of the book. If you do not, you are not included in coach calls, discussions, and or team events. So not only is she writing her own book, but she's making her downline buy copies, but also her downline will then be posting about the book in their posts and pages. I hope this makes sense. Hell to the no. Okay, so this upline is making books, self-help books, which honestly, if you're reading this or not reading, if you're watching this video right now and you're the one who sent me this, please send me this, like a link to this person's self-help book. Yes, I don't want to give money to this person, but I would love to read one of these and review it and read it for you guys or like put it up on my YouTube channel and talk about it because that would be interesting to see what the heck this chick is saying. So let me know if you have that. Maybe I'll email you after this too. But anyways, that's insanity. Like, oh yeah, buy my book. And then once you buy it, if you don't make a post about it on your social media, you won't be included in anything. How messed up and effed up is that? Like, that is so messed up to do. Like requiring your downline not only to purchase the MLM's products, Beachbody specifically, but after, you must also buy your upline's crap that they're selling. I'm all for supporting, people and their projects or businesses. Like, I always love to support my friends or even just YouTubers merch and stuff like that. Literally, is that the shirt I have on right now? Yeah, like literally. The freaking shirt I'm wearing right now is CC's damn merch. Like, I'm always here to support people's things, but I would never buy something if someone made me do it. Like if someone said, you have to buy my shirt, I would be like, I'm never spending a dime on your shirt. Like that is so rude and not a fan. I'm not a fan. That's like taking even more advantage of your downline and using your power as their upline to your advantage to sell self-help book crap. Hell no. Anyways, moving on. I first want to say I'm very sorry for this person's, infertility issues. I can't imagine how difficult that is and what that all entails going through. With that being said though, it makes so much sense that like when you've seen your doctor about it all, that the containers and stuff for Beachbody were just worsening it per your doctor, right? Your doctor's saying that it wasn't helping you at all. And I believe last Monday's video was actually the Beachbody team call we reacted to. And the reason I reacted to that team call and why it was so important was because of how much the rep was talking about Beachbody's nutrition programs and stuff without any educational background on nutrition and fitness, and how much I had to talk about the fact that the things that she was saying could lead to such horrible health complications and issues and mental health disorders down the line. And that's the thing is, a lot of these things that are happening in these MLMs, especially the weight loss MLMs, are very unhealthy and nobody should be able to sell these products. Yeah, cool, Beachbody, sell the product if you want to, but not having reps believing their coaches and believing that they can give people actual nutrition and fitness advice when we all know know that they don't have, most of them, some of them do have their certifications, but most of them don't have the proper qualifications to teach people this stuff without hurting them. And with that, I'm freaking glad that this person stood her ground. And what I mean about her standing her ground is the fact that she freaking seen the whole bypass surgery. It's gastric bypass surgery, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, gastric bypass patient and the whole group thing. She's seen that happen and she's seen what the upline said and she was like, nope, I am not co-signing any of this. I'm quitting my account, leaving all of these groups right now. This isn't okay. Consult your doctor. That is amazing because I guarantee that most of the people that seen that didn't say anything. Most of the people probably seen the upline say that and think that it was okay and not think about what could go wrong with what the upline said to the individual about the gastric bypass patient. And it's disgusting to see people say that. Like if someone was like, I have cancer, I'm not about to freaking be like, oh yeah, this program could help you. No, am I a freaking doctor, an oncologist? Isn't it an oncologist? Now I have to look. They're like, oncologist. Yeah, I literally only know that because of my shows about like doctor shows. But yes, an oncologist is a doctor who treats cancer and provides medical care per cancer.net. But anyways, yeah, I would just never, I would never, ever, ever. But I'm just really glad to see someone finally question it and be like, no, that's not okay, and leave the group. Because most people, it takes a long time to be able to see those signs. Like I know for me, it took me a year and like 8 months to even watch like a YouTube video about Beachbody being an MLM. And that's when I started looking at that and being like, holy crap. I have not been able to critically think or make decisions about this MLM without all of these people persuading me to go one way, not listen to negative things like, hell no, I need to stop doing this. And I ended up quitting. So thank the Lordy. I hope that more people start to realize that. And in some MLMs, it's very, very, very difficult to get out of that routine. When you're in a routine in the MLM where you're being told you can't listen to negative thoughts, that's going to lead to your critical thinking skills vanishing. And from that, you're going to stop questioning things. You're going to start blocking things out and building this echo chamber of individuals who just think one way and you only listen to those people, right? Anyone else that tells you something is negative. And it's sad to see, like, the longer you're in the MLM, the harder it is to start critically thinking or thinking for yourself in general. And it's just sad. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. I talked so much. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Comment down below, whatever you want to. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. And then don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also don't forget about the vlog channel if you're someone that is interested in that. I will see you guys in the next video.